Mexican couple Juan and Adela illegally cross the border into Texas to build a new life. Juan starts working as a farmhand on the Tucker family ranch, and Adela works in a meat shop. Her boss Darius is impressed at her work. Caleb Tucker's son Dylan Tucker doesn't like Juan because of his ethnicity. He believes a cowboy can't be a Mexican or Argentinian. But his father is kind to Juan. Dylan's pregnant wife's name is Cassie and his sister's name is Harper. Juan works there with TT and Kirk. In 2048 the NFFA is re-elected in power and announces the purge. 10 months later, before Purge Day, Caleb Tucker gives a purge protection bonus to Juan, Kirk and TT. But Kirk was not in the mode of defense. He intends to use the money to buy weapons for the purge. On the eve of the purge, Juan and Adela join a migrant community. They take shelter in a walled sanctuary with armed security to protect them in exchange for money. As the purge begins, Adela witnesses a nationalist purger group, who declare themselves to be the Purge Purification Force (PPF), intent on killing those people that they consider non-American, especially the people of Mexico and the black community. They were torturing them in a truck. Adela takes a gun in hand and tries to shoot them. A security officer restricts her, as it would start a war between them. The migrant community survives the purge with no incidents. In the morning, Juan and Adela return to their jobs. Adela noticed that many of their co-workers did not come to work. Adela sees some goat locked in a cage. She tries to free them, unknowing that it is a trap. She is attacked by 2 Forever Purgers, but she is rescued by her boss Darius, before both are arrested by police for killing their attackers. People everywhere were still purging. They named it the Forever Purge. Juan and his co-worker TT discover that the Tucker family has been taken hostage by Kirk. The Forever Purgers intending to take the ranch for themselves. Patriarch Caleb Tucker sacrifices himself, and distracts the Purgers long enough for Juan and TT to rescue his son Dylan, Cassie, and Harper. The Purgers call for backup. They drive off with the Purgers' van to search for Adela before the backup appears there. The news confirms that civilians nationwide, connecting via social media, have declared a Forever Purge. In the police van, there were 2 more Purgers. They were enjoying the sound of gunshots outside. Suddenly the van gets attacked, killing both of the policemen. One of the Purgers inside the van attacks Adela before Darius kills him. Juan gets Adela's news from her coworker and luckily finds her. They tell Darius to come with them, but Darius stays behind to search for his family, while the others escape from a burning Austin. At a gas station, they hear news reports that, to protect non-purger civilians, Canada and Mexico have opened their borders for the next 6 hours, following which, the borders will close and entry would be denied. The group decided to escape across the Mexican border at El Paso. Juan talks to Dylan about his hatred towards Mexicans. Dylan admits that he doesn't hate them. He doesn't understand their culture just like they don't understand his. He wants them to leave their culture alone. Juan also thinks the same. All of a sudden, some Purgers on bikes start shooting at them. Harper finds the Forever Purge flag and shows it to them. Seeing the flag, the Purgers consider them as one of them and move on. The group arrives in a chaotic El Paso. The NFFA has invoked martial law across the United States to contain the violence. Fighting through El Paso, Adela and Cassie are split from the group by military forces while Juan, TT, Dylan, and Harper are captured by the PPF, with their alpha leader. Offering Dylan and Harper a chance to live if they kill TT and Juan. When they refuse, the Purgers murder TT just before the military intervenes, allowing the group to escape. However, the military is forced to withdraw from El Paso, when their base is destroyed by more Purgers. In response, the Canadian and Mexican governments announced the early closure of their borders, leaving those who gathered to cross them vulnerable to the Purgers. Downtown, Adela protects Cassie from other Purgers, revealing that she and Juan had once been members of a self-defense group, who trained them to fight against Mexican drug cartels. The diminished group reunites at a hidden safe house run by a local Native American tribe. The native leader offers to transport everyone across the border as refugees. In the desert, Juan, Adela, and Dylan, with the native leader and his men try to enter Mexico. On the way, they are attacked by the Purgers. They make a stand against Alpha and the PPF, to make time for the other refugees to escape. When their ammo runs out, the group draws the PPF in for a close fight with hand weapons. In the ensuing battle, the Purgers are killed and Alpha takes Edda hostage. However, Juan and Dylan work together to subdue and kill Alpha. The trio rejoin the others in a refugee camp across the Mexican border, where Dylan finds Harper and Cassie, and meets his newborn daughter. News reports indicate that the NFFA has dispatched troops, but is effectively being destroyed by the violence, as it is no longer under control. More than 2 million Americans had crossed the Canadian and Mexican borders as refugees, and civilians in America were rallying to fight back against the Purgers. The movie ends. It was released in 2021 by Universal Pictures. It was written by James DeMonaco and directed by Everardo Valerio Gout. The budget of the film was $18 million, while it grossed $77 million worldwide. This is the last film of the franchise. To watch the recap of other films of the franchise, check the description box. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment your opinion regarding the film. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.